World War III is on the horizon, and you need to know if this is good or bad for crypto. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy JT, and we are back to the Crypto Den. Thank you for tuning in. Today, we have a very sensitive topic. How do geopolitics affect crypto prices? With World War III looming around the corner, I feel like this is a really important macro discussion to help understand what war does to markets. You and I cannot control the war. You and I cannot control the evil people that determine these wars, that push these wars. We can do nothing about any of it. But what we can do, what is in our control, is what decisions can we make should we survive this war, God willing. You know, if World War III did happen and nukes aren't used. Nukes are used, right? But you can make decisions for your future. So I'm going to deep dive into how war or conflict or geopolitical issues affect crypto prices for you to make better decisions. Before I get into that, for those who do not know, my name is Jake Tullis. I go by JT and I run a crypto hedge fund called Bleeding Edge Capital. We're based out of Cincinnati, Ohio. If you want to learn about my over a decade of software experience or my hedge fund, just click the link in the bio. In the recent, let's just say 5 years, we've had serious conflicts. We've had Russia and Ukraine, and that's the one we're going to study today. That was like a real invasion, and I feel like if 10 years from now, there's history classes talking about when this war started, I believe that it would be the Ukraine-Russian war. Iran and Israel, right? China and Taiwan, NATO and Russia potentially, NATO and America potentially, because, you know, Trump is pissing NATO off. Who knows? But all of it is after the Russia and Ukraine conflict. So I want to go back. I want to go look at the price of Bitcoin, because Bitcoin drives the entire market. It really does. It's over half of the market right now. Half of 4 trillion, actually more than that, is Bitcoin to think about. It's pretty crazy. We're going to go look at the Bitcoin price, and then we're going to go see how that conflict affected it. So let's go do that and then try to get a good idea. Is war in general good or bad for markets? Crypto specifically. I was actually, when I was looking into this for y'all, I was surprised that AI says this conflict started in 2014. Russia invaded Ukraine in 22, which is what we're all thinking of. In general, what did the price of Bitcoin do after the invasion? And so let's go find February 22. We're at 44,000. The invasion occurs. There's a slight pump up and then falls off a cliff. Now, we also have really bad economic policy here, right? COVID, then stimulus comes in and all of that stuff. But in general, there's the initial shock with all the black swans and everything that had been going on. And price has done nothing but go up since. Now, here's the real ticket. I look at this chart a lot. I talk about it on the channel a lot. So what we're seeing here, in my opinion, is people are uncertain about the future with war looming, and an actual invasion occurs. There's ground troops literally walking across borders, killing people. There's initial panic, fear, sell-off, etc. And then what happens is, we're going to go back to 22. Okay. Same thing with the amount. This is the amount of money governments are printing. So this is right around the time when there was that invasion, right here. Even the governments are pausing, right? They're pausing on how much money, it's the pink line, that is being issued into the world. They're not really investing in it. And then stimulus comes. They run out of their coffers. People need money. We sent $600 billion to Ukraine in 23. Look at the pink line shoot up. I mean, from here, we're talking 97 up to 104, 97 to 104. They added $5 trillion shortly after the invasion to the actual global money supply. And Bitcoin is 97% correlated to money supply. Look at that spike up. Bitcoin's price has not even reacted to this yet, guys. I'm actually really excited about that. But in general, Bitcoin is correlated to this, and it's a leading indicator significantly. Okay, so what happens is there's a scare, everyone's terrified, and it's absolutely justified. And then this is from the World Economic Forum. Okay, I read through this. The summary is that war was a catalyst for adoption for both Russia and Ukraine. So you have two things going on. You have the actual government that needs to make the money to finance the war. pushing up money supply, which pushes up all assets. Secondly, you have the retail side of that. So not the governments, but the actual constituents of the governments. What they are doing is they don't trust their governments because of war. Their government's currency has been trashed because the future of those countries is uncertain as it ever could be. And every day the war goes on, that country loses value. Real property, tangible value. Things are getting bombed and destroyed. They are losing GDP because no one wants to risk dying shipping products and so on and so forth. So there's an immense pressure to stimulate the economy, but also on the civilian side, there's immense pressure to get out of their economic system. Crypto is that answer. Ukraine was third in the world on the adoption index after the invasion. Third in the world. So what you really have, wars create great opportunities to buy things. There's a flash pan. No one wants to buy anything. Everyone thinks the world is ending. And then governments come in to stop the downfall. They print money to finance the war and to coax retail. Retail's trust has already been lost, so they try to leave the system, either literally leave the country for their safety or leave the financial system for their future. Either way, they want to opt out now. They're scared. They're terrified. And then that drives adoption. Government money drives price appreciation, which drives adoption. Overall, I believe that conflicts are generally good for markets. I also believe that's why people like conflicts, why there is the industrial war complex. It is good for business. It's awful. It's terrible. It's irreprehensible. It's not even comprehensible morally to me that is the decision people are making. Regardless, World War III could be good for our crypto bags. That's the summary. Bad for pretty much everything else. There's going to be an initial shock. If you have anything of dry powder or any moves to make, could be one of the best decisions you make. And then Uncle Sam and all of his friends will print more money to recoup and to make a profit on their bottom entry, more than likely. It's gross, but that's what it is. In general, I think this could be good for our bags and bad for everything else. Alrighty, until next time, take care of one another. I appreciate all of you for tuning in and hitting that subscribe button, engaging in the comments. These have been topics that have been requested to me. Hopefully I've hit the nail on the head. If you want something covered on here, just drop it in the comments. I will make a video and call you out. Thank you so much. Until next time, peace and love. I'll see you.